Hello guys, my today's topic is factorization by grouping. Factorization we have done a lot. There are two terms. When we want to factorize it, we will take common. I just want to tell you why did I write down 6 over here, because if we take 6 or any other number which has factors, we can write down over here the small numbers in multiplicative form which can divide this 6. 2 can divide 6 by 3 times, 2 can divide 6 3 times, and 3 can divide 6 2 times. 3 2s are 6 and 2 3s are 6. It means these two are factors of 6, and when we will multiply them, we will get 6 back. So the numbers which will give us the big number back are known as the factors of that number. Means 2 is a factor of 6, 3 is a factor of 6, because both the numbers can divide 6. Both the numbers can divide 6. Remember this division sign, okay, this division thing, because this will help you a lot to take common and to make factors. 2 and 3 can divide 6. That is why 2 and 3 are factors of 6. 6 is a factor of itself as well. 6 divided by 6. 1 is also a factor of 6. 6 divided by 1 is 6. So we will not write them because those are usual factors. These are important factors, so I have written it over here. Now come back to the terms. What is common out of these two terms? It's very obvious. 4 is common out of 8 and 4, because 4 can divide 8, 4 can divide 4. So 4 will be, we will pick up 4 outside. W square and W. What is which alphabet has least power? It has 2, it has power 1. Where there is no power, it means there is power 1. So W has power 1 in the second term. So we will pick up W means the same variable with the least power we will pick up as common. So 4W is common of these two terms. Now 4W is outside and we want to know what left behind. Sometimes we can do it directly, but in first question or second, I think I have written in two questions the process in the rough column. I want to take, I have taken 4W and I want to write down the leftover over here, which is 2WV. How did you get it? We will write down 8W square V in this form in the rough column and divide it by 4W. So we will get 2WV. This is the way how to get the rest of term inside the brackets. This is the leftover or the rest of term, right? Plus 4W. We have taken 4W common, so we will divide 4W by 4W, we will get 1. So it will be written over here. Don't think that we have left 0 over here. Sometimes students write down 0 over here because they have taken 4W completely as a common outside and they write down very efficiently 0 over here. No. When we will divide 4W by the common, in the rough column we will get 1. So 1 is the rest of term. Okay. So to write down the leftovers or the rest of the terms, when we take common, we always divide one by one all the terms by the common term. And then we write the answer over here as the leftover. There are three factors in this term. 4 is a factor. It has multiplication relation with W, because 4 into W can be read or 4W can be read. So all those alphabets and numbers which are written without sign have multiplication relation with each other, as well as those factors which has brackets around, those have multiplicative relation with the outer terms. So that term also known as a factor. So 2WV plus 1 is a big factor. Three factors in this answer, which are 4W and 2WV plus 1. I hope it's clear. So this is the answer. Come to question number 2. Similarly, we will pick up common. Pi W is common. We will divide both the terms one by one and we will get W plus V inside the brackets. When we take common, then we write down the rest of terms inside the brackets. Okay. Now there are again three factors, W and pi and w plus v is a big factor inside the brackets. 3 factors. Okay. Question number 3. When we have negative sign with the first term, we always exchange the place in such a question where we are going to factorize the terms. So we will write on w squared t first and minus w cube vt secondly. And now we will not write down plus sign over here because it is understood with the starting term there is a plus sign when there is no sign written. When minus is written, this term is minus. When there is no sign, it means this term is positive term. Now w square t is common because the least power is over the w. Here we have w cube. W cube means w raised to power 3. W square means w raised to power 2. So 2 is smaller than 3. We will pick up w square. T is present in both the terms. T outside. W square t is as common, and then we will divide these two terms one by one with w square t, and we will get the rest of terms over here inside the brackets, the leftovers. As the leftovers 1 minus wv, these are the leftovers of first and second terms after the division with w square t one by one. Now we have 4 factors. How? W square are 2 factors. Look at the in the rough column. W square can be written as w multiplied by w. It means w and w are 2 factors. So there are 4 factors, 2 plus t, 3, and this whole big bracket consisting of 1 minus wv is a big factor. So there are 4 factors in this question. Question number 4, there are 3 terms. There is no need at all to group them because these are already in the form of group and we cannot group 3 terms, right? So as it is, we will deal them. What is common? 3w square is present in all the terms. It's very clear because 3 can divide 6. 3 is a factor of 6. So 3 will divide 6 by 2. It means we can pick up 3w square, 3w square, 3w square from all the terms as a common outside. And when we will divide these 3 terms by 1 by 3w square, we will get v plus 2v square plus w as a big factor. Right? These are the leftovers of the first, second and third term. And this is a big factor. And how many small factors are outside, or how many factors are outside? 3 factors outside. First factor is 3. W square means 2 factors, as I have told you before, w into w. And this is the big factor. So there are 4 factors in this question. I hope it's clear. Question number 5. Now in this question, the method factorized by grouping will be applied. Look up. When we have 4 terms, we see that is there anything common in these? First, we divide them into two terms. When we have 4 terms, we divide the expression into two terms, or means in the groups of 2 terms, right? First 2 terms and then last 2 terms. First of all, see what is common from first 2 terms. Nothing. WV and MS, nothing is common from these 2 terms, so we will group them. We will exchange the places of the terms in such a manner that we get something common, and that something which is common should be written outside and the rest of term will be written inside. And then the other 2 terms over here, I have put a tick over here. When we write down or when we group terms, we keep one thing in our mind. I'll explain that thing later. First of all, look at this. I have grouped WV and MV. I have written WV plus MV. Now, for a moment, forget about these 2 terms. Just look at WV and MV. What is common from WV and MV? We will go till 3rd step and then we will come back for the next 2 terms. Suppose these are not here. Don't look at these terms. WV plus MV will be written together. We have grouped these 2 terms because it's very obvious V is common. Out of these 2 terms, I have written this over here. Now W plus M left over. Next two terms will be grouped in such a manner that we get W first and M later. That is why we will write down WS first and MS later. Okay. And what sign will come over here? After, very next to these two terms, whatever sign is here, we will write it down over here. After these two terms, from out of which we have taken this V common and we have written W plus M as common factor inside. After these two terms, what sign is coming? Plus sign. So we will write down plus over here and we will take common out of these two terms. Now S is common. And what is left over? W plus M is common. Now look up all these two terms. Plus sign is dividing the expression into two terms. Still we are not in the form that we can write down the answer finally. In this step, still we are simplifying because this is not the answer. Plus sign is involved and we need all the factors at the end. Factors are always written in the form of brackets or in the form of multiplication sign like this, right? In multiplied form like this or in the form of brackets, factors are written. So look up on the left side and the right side of the plus sign. What long factor or what small factor is common? No small factor is common. V and S are small factors. Long factor W plus M and W plus M is common. W plus M and W plus M is common in both the terms. We will pick it up. We will write it down inside the brackets because it is already in the form of brackets. W plus M we have picked up from here. Imagine when it is not here, what left behind? V. What left behind? Plus S. Okay, this plus will come with S now. So V plus S will be enclosed inside the brackets as well. These V plus L will not be written outside without any bracket. This V and this plus S will make another factor. Okay, this is how to make or how to factorize four terms. When the terms are written in the form of brackets and there is no sign between two consecutive brackets, between two end-to-end brackets, when there is no sign, it means these terms are in the form of factors. What is first factor? W plus M. What is second factor? V plus S. This answer consists of two factors, which are first factor is W plus M and second factor is V plus S. So when the terms are written in the form of brackets and these brackets are consecutive brackets without any sign between two consecutive brackets, then we say the terms are written in the form of factors. And these two terms and these two terms which are inside the separate brackets making factors. So there are two factors. Okay, W plus M and V plus S are two factors. Okay guys, that's all about this video. I tried my level best to make everything clear to you. So if my videos are beneficial for you, do like and subscribe so that you may get notification of my upcoming videos. Thank you.